Hi everybody, Mr. Politics here, and welcome to another video. Well, where shall we start? Well, let's start with today's spring statement, or more like an emergency budget. And what a statement it was. Billions have got to be, savings have got to be found. And where does Rachel from Accounts Reeves intend to find these savings from? Well, from the benefits budget. That's where she's going to find them. She's cut benefits, even though in one breath she announced that universal credit, those who receive universal credit, they're going to it's going to go up. So how can she say she's making savings on the welfare budget? I do not know. And of course she talked about making other cuts in the civil service. Good luck in that, trying to make cuts to the civil servants. Rachel will have a fight on her hands, because if she thinks that the civil service unions are going to let there be cuts in civil servants, she's going to like I've said, she's going to have a fight on her hands, as well as other cuts she's made. I mean, she's cut some of the overseas budget, which I agree with there. That could do with being cut. We shouldn't be having to send money overseas at all, that should be stopped. But she's going to make cuts in that. That'll upset the ones who want to see more overseas aid money, more spent on overseas aid. And of course she's going to promise to give more money to Ukraine to continue their war with Putin, and other cuts. I mean the LBR have already rubbished spring statement. They've already rubbished it. They say it's some of the savings she's going to make. She won't hit a target. It won't make much difference in the money that's spent on what have you, like in the benefits. I mean, we know that the benefits payments is out of control, but some of them who are disabled and are receiving benefits, they need the benefits to survive. But I don't think she's going to hit a target like the LBR have said. They've already said that like I've said, they've already rubbished it. It's a non-starter for them, because Rachel from Accounts Reeves has already said that she doesn't recognise their findings, so somebody's lying. I believe the LBR, and I think that it's Rachel from Accounts Reeves who is the one who's lying. I mean, did you see the look on the faces of the backbenchers when she was announcing these cuts? They didn't look very happy, did they? And I think that already some of the Labour MPs are threatening not to vote with the government on this spring statement. I'm quite prepared to have the whip removed, and I say good for them. You vote how you want to vote. You vote with your conscience, conscience, and you know how you vote. As you said, to hell with the whip, having the whip removed. But like I've said, I don't know. Well, it's to cut $1 billion off here and $1 billion off there. I mean, it's always the welfare budget that is targeted, isn't it? Mind you, that's getting out of hand with the different benefits you can have. I thought, when the Tories introduced universal credit, they said it was going to be one benefit, cover everything, but there's still a lot of other benefits that people can have. No wonder it's out of control, and it should be reined in, but I'm afraid to say it's not going to. And like I've said, the LBR have already said it's not going to raise much, but of course, old Lego head Rachel Reeves thinks it will, but they've already, like I've said, they've already rubbished it, so it won't raise much. I mean, she went on about people not paying their tax. Well, I don't know where the tax is going to come from, because the rich people who've got money have left the country, haven't they? After last year's budget, autumn budget, they've all decided to pack up and leave the UK and take their money with them. So I don't know where all the other tax is going to come from. We know where it's going to come from. The working class people, them those who are at work, are going to have to pay more tax. That's where it's going to come from. She says that she's not going to raise tax again, but you can't trust her. I mean, you can't trust any politician, can you? The things they say and do, but now this is this so-called mini statement, or more like an emergency budget, where she's trying to get back, claw back, make savings. But I don't know where she's going to get the savings from. She's promised to give money to the armed forces. And, but that's a good thing. But apparently there's some of the army generals or whatever have said, we've only got 60 tanks, so how are we going to fight if there was a third world war? How are we going to defend ourselves and fight the Soviets? We wouldn't be able to stop them with 60 tanks. But like I've said, she squirmed, didn't she, when it was the opposition turn to have a go at her about a budget. You could see her was very uncomfortable, wasn't she? Sitting there, having to squirm. I mean, she's already in trouble with these more freebies. I mean, she and Big Gob Rayner, they used to criticise the Tories, hadn't they, when they were accepting freebies. It's different now. What a bunch of hypocrites they are. But like I've said, I don't think this budget is, well, emergency budget. Let's call it that, shall we? Let's call it an emergency budget, because that's what it is, really. I think after last autumn's budget, when they did all the figures after it, she started to panic. There was panic setting, and also Two-Tier Keir as well. He begin to panic as well. They got their heads together and wanted to make more cuts. Wanted to know where we can save more money from. Isn't it funny? It's always the benefits that are targeted. Nothing else is. But like I've said, the LBR have already rubbished it, and they've said it's not going to make a bit of difference to whatever she does. I don't know how much longer she can last as Chancellor. I shouldn't think she's going to last much longer. Sooner or later, Starmer is going to have to decide what he's going to do with her. Is he going to still have full confidence in her, or will he decide it's time to get rid of her, show her the door, kick her out of number 11? But only time will tell of what's going to happen. Well, anyway, that's the end of this video. Mr. Politics here signing off. And remember, don't believe the lies.